Hi everyone, it's Gerriann with scrapandstampcreations.blogspot.com, and this evening we are going to finish up with part 2 of our flip-flap stand album that we created. We used 4x6 flip-flaps last week, and we made really cute layouts with a full-size photo on the back of each and every one. So something that can be left on your desk. And then when the season is over, you can change these up, stick them in your scrapbook pages, and basically the album never really kind of gets outdated or just kind of shuffled around or that. It also makes it so that these little clear acrylic albums that we're using, the flip stand album, that's from Close to My Heart, makes them reusable. So definitely something where you can make one for, we made one for Halloween, we made one for fall, we'll make one for Christmas. I'm sure we'll have a Valentine's Day and, you know, all those kind of important days to share. I could see one of our brand new baby TJ who arrived on Saturday morning. My niece Angie is now officially a mommy. So I'm excited to share those photos with you as well. So we are going to use the scraps from what was left over from making the mini album. We're going to take 2 pieces of the Colonial White cardstock, and that'll be our basis. We're going to use the Art Booking Cricut cartridge in order to make some titles. Yes, he was almost 4 weeks early, they think. Actually, the estimated due date was December 5th. He came on the 8th of November, and they're thinking they miscalculated the due date so that he would be like 37 weeks right now. 37 or 36 or 37 weeks. He was 6 pounds even and 19 inches long. And I'm going to grab his cute little picture because he's just amazing. So here he is, and I'm going to go ahead and bring the camera in. So this is Mr. TJ. He's so cute. This was the same day he was born. Here he is in his Nittany Lion gear. And here's Mr. J holding him. And then Mr. H as well. And that Harrison asked me today if TJ could come spend the weekend yet. So that was cute. I'm like, not without his mom. So this is the brand new family. Here is a photo that was sent to Auntie Nicole. Yeah, he has a ton of hair. This was the first night. Everybody had gone. Auntie was back. I had been up since 4:30 in the morning, and it was almost, it was like 11:30, almost midnight. And I got a chance to hang out with him. Here he is kind of mad. And this is his dad's neck. And then this is my friend Julie, who is hanging out with him. He's so cute. Lots of hair, preemie outfit, fits in the length, not so much in any of the others. And here is mommy and baby ready to go home. So they've been home since about 1 o'clock today. And so they are all settling in. I'm sure it will be a very fun night for them at home. He is the absolutely cutest baby ever. I think he's just adorable. He looks a lot like my dad, and he looks a ton like Harrison when Harrison was born. He's just so cute. And so this is Mr. TJ, Thomas James Johnson. TJJ. He's so cute. All right, I had so much fun with him. So now I'm ready to do this album, or this, they live really close, actually. They don't live very far. They live here in the same town. Definitely can get a hold of them, take them where they need to go. I can see him often, so it's nice. Alright, so all of the cutting guides will be available on my web, or on my blog, which is scrapandstampcreations.blogspot.com. And I'm ready to get started. How about you guys? Yes, I'm so excited, Martha. So I'm going to pop out just a little so we can see that we're going to play with scrapbook stuff. Alright, so out of the leftovers from our project last week, we had little bits and pieces, so we saved them. I don't know that I'd want to give them back. There were a piece that should have been 8 by 12, and then there are some little pieces, there should have been one that was another 8 by 12 that you're going to cut down to 2 different sizes. And then, so basically everything I'm using is kind of the leftover, has already been cut into, except for the zip strip on one of the additional pieces from the workshop on the go. So the cool thing is this is all the leftovers from paper and everything, this pile, this. So this is what is still left in this collection, you guys. So we still have lots of stuff that we can create. We have 3 sheets of the designer paper, so one of each of the pages. And that we also have a piece of cashmere and a piece of chocolate that are left. So all we have to do is add a little more paper, some of our base paper, and we definitely would be able to create more. So I'm just letting you know that that's stuff that we still have coming up this month. So I'm really, really super excited about that. So to get started, I've taken 2 of my pieces that are, this one is 1, 2, 3, 4. This olive piece is 4.5 by 12, and I've added it on the bottom of my Cricut mat. And then this piece of autumn terracotta is 4 by 12, and I've added that to my Cricut mat because we are going to use the art booking cartridge, and we are going to use page 72 and 73 out of that. We're going to go ahead and we're going to cut out autumn. We're also going to cut this really cute, there's a, it's a vine here that's got leaves and things. So we're going to kind of play with the harvest piece. This pumpkin right here actually coordinates with the pumpkin on the stamp set from the workshop on the go. So we're definitely going to use that. We've got some we've got some fun things to play with. So I'm really super excited. So these 2 pieces are here. So right now I'm going to tell you, out of your stash, and I was cutting a little bit while everybody was coming in. So out of the pile of leftover stuff, for my photo mats, you're going to need 4 4x6 photo mats. I'm going to use 4 4x6 photos for that. But you guys can, cut up a few more pieces of paper. You've got tons of paper left in your pack as well. I just, I'm going to use the photos because the other photos are going right on top of the page protector. So it's not going to be a big deal. So the idea that we are doing this evening for this layout is very similar to, oh goodness. I'm going to have to redo that. I think my cat tried to eat it. Actually, it was the other piece. I put these in wrong. So the cool thing is this is what I did with the flip album that we made for Halloween. And these are the pages of the album that are here. I just need to go through and add some pictures to these. Okay? So this is exactly the same kind of layout we are going to do tonight, only we're going to use the fall pieces. Okay, and instead of Halloween, it's going to say autumn. Oh, the cat, let me tell you. I'm sure it tried to step in there or something. Because, you know, it's not user error at all. Okay, so let's go ahead, and the very first thing I want to do is I want to go ahead and cut out. So in the workshop on the go, you get the cute little piece that tells you how to make this layout, including all the cutout pieces. It tells you all the sizes and all of that kind of stuff. So it says, in order to cut out Autumn in this size, that looks really nice on this layout, which I think will look really nice across the top, we're going to do Autumn Harvest, which is on page 73 of the art booking cartridge. And it says to cut that at real dial size, 1 3/4 inches. So I'm going to do that first for both Autumn, and I think I'm going to do Autumn Harvest at 1 3/4, Autumn at 1 3/4, and Harvest at 1 1/2. So I'm going to run over to my Cricut and do that. Then the other piece that I am going to use is this piece here, which is on page 72. It's a border piece, and I'm going to use that out of my olive. So what I'm going to do right now is I may even try to move the camera so you guys can see the Cricut. All right, so if anybody gets seasick, you might want to move your eyeballs. I'm going to see if I can do that. Nope. Well, you can kind of see it. You can see that the Cricut's right there. All right, so on page 73, it is the second row from the bottom and pretty much in the middle. And we are going to use the title key. So I'm going to hit that, title. Got Autumn. I'm going to click on that. I need it to be real dial size, and I need it to be 1 3/4 inches. Let's see. All right, and then we're going to go back and we're going to do Harvest, which is the shift of Autumn. And we're going to make that just a touch smaller at 1 1/2. Let's do 1 1/4. And we're going to go ahead and cut that. So all you get to see is my elbow. Now I'm coming to look at the chat. Let's see. Yay. Yeah, in the paperwork it says real RDS is real dial size. So that's one of those things that you kind of have to watch. Like the pumpkin icon is real dial size at 1 3/4. And it lets you be able to stamp and stuff. So we're going to do that as well. All right. So I'm going to unload that. I'll put you back over. I'm going to save this because I'm going to cut my pumpkin out of it too. Okay. So here is Autumn Harvest, and I really should probably find my spatula here. Buddy, enough. Buddy, stop. So there's my word autumn. Harrison, go upstairs and go potty. You heard me. Yeah, because whatever you're doing, you're grunting or something that sounds horrid. And there's my harvest. I'm going to go ahead and take this off. Now I'm going to flip it around and I'm going to do the border here from page 72. Go. 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 Go on. Go. Go. Out. Buddy, go. So that one's border. And it's just the regular border. Well, that's pretty interesting. For whatever reason, it doesn't want to cut my border. Alright, well, for some reason that's interesting. Let's see what else. Well, apparently my border key is not working, which is not nice. Alright, well, I'll have to call and figure that one out. Haven't had that happen before. So I'm going to go ahead and flip my piece upside down here. That's interesting. I'm going to have to go figure out what that was all about. Because I have an expression too, and anytime you click on the border piece, it sends it back to the screen, like that key doesn't work at all. Alright, so we're going to do the icon on page 73, and it says it's real dial size 1 3/4. And actually, I'm going to want that. We're going to stamp it, and we're going to do tone-on-tone stamping. Let's do about 3 of those. Let's do 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to go ahead and cut those out. I'm really bummed my little swirly didn't work, so we're going to have to find something else to make that work. Actually, I've got a really cute flourish stamp set that we'll use. And then there's this flourishy part on the stamp here. So we'll use that. That'll work. I love this thankful in the stamp set as well. So. And we'll find something else for these. I have a second layout that I have an idea for as well. Actually, I saw something really cute online, and I thought, oh, that would be perfect. All right, so we're going to unload our paper. So now we have our cute little pumpkins for our page as well. All right, so we have our autumn harvest. And we have a piece of green cardstock we can use a little bit. I'm going to let that sit. All right. Wow. Oh, fun. I kind of think I'd like an Explorer. However, I just got this one, so I'm pretty good with things. So, yes, and that's exactly what I do as well. My craftiness pays for itself. So, shout out to those of you who placed an order over the weekend. I was so excited to see that. And I have one customer that I need to call and get everything kind of situated for. So I'll get that done here soon as well. All right, are you guys ready for some measurements? So out of this stuff, so out of the leftover goodies that we have from making our album, just the pages that we had cut up already, you are going to need, I used the Gold Rush. Let me move some of these things. I've got a trusty little bag here. Started with cutouts, all of those stamp or leaves and stuff that we stamped last week. I cut those all out. So you're going to need You're going to need 2 sheets of 12 by 12 cardstock for your base. I'm using the 2 pieces that came in the collection, the Colonial White, as my base. Then you're going to need 2 pieces of 4 by 12. And this actually was an 8 by 12 piece that was left over. We just cut the ends off for the bases. And I cut it in half, and that gives us our 2 4 by 12 pieces. You're going to need 4 pieces that are 1/4 of an inch by 12. Where's my other one? So let me tell you where these chevron pieces came from. These chevron pieces are the zip strip that is 1/2 inch. So as you can see, there's little words and everything. But when you flip it over, I just cut those in half on my trimmer. It's got this really nice chevron design. So we're using that, and I just cut them in half. So the zip strip is 1/2 inch. Cut in half makes 2 pieces at 1/4. And they look so cute. Can't wait to use them. So you're also going to need 4 pieces of 3/4 by, yeah, 4 pieces at 3/4 by 12 inches. So there's 2. And did I only cut 2? Oh, well, we're going to have to cut 2 more. As soon as I find, oh, and did I cut into, oh my goodness. All right, so make sure you cut those off before you cut this piece, because I cut into it and didn't pay attention. Well, you know what? We'll use the brown piece. So we're going to cut 2 more at 3/4. So you need 4 3/4 by 12-inch pieces. Okay, so we're going to use the brown side of that. It's a good thing I'm going over what we need. You're going to need 2 pieces that are 2.5 by 11. 2.5 by 11. And this is that, this pattern on the back, and then the feathers on the front. And then you're going to need a piece that is 2.5 by 11 of a contrasting color. Okay? And amazingly enough, this is everything you're going to need other than 4 4x6 photo mats, and that, which instead of using photo mats, I'm going to use 4 4x6 photos for this. They're going to be the ones that are on the layout, and then my pieces will go right on top of that. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started with our first page so we can start doing that. We are using the kind of an adaptive piece. We are using the pattern from number 14 out of the Make It From Your Heart, Volume 2, 9042. This book is $7.95. It comes in a, it comes soft cover with a stapled spine. I just took both of my books since the covers were kind of falling off because I use them a lot. I just took it to my Office Depot, had them punch it and spiral bound it for me, which worked out really well. That way I'm not missing any pages. I'm not worrying about what's what, and I can honestly tell you that this is Make It From Your Heart, Volume 2, pattern number 14. So it's one of these. This is kind of what the patterns look like when they're done. So we're going to use, this is our jump off point. This is our inspiration. And so what we're going to do, I'm going to pull my one that's out and prop it up so I can give you the correct measures for everything. Got my trusty here. Alright, so 3 inches from the top is your first little itty bitty. So I'm going to go ahead and put score tape. I have 1/8 inch score tape, and I have a lot of it. So I'm going to go ahead and put 1/8 inch score tape on the back of my 1/4 inch pieces. That way there's no extra adhesive coming out. I don't have to be all that careful. All I have to do is peel off a piece. So there's one. You're going to need to do this or all 4 of them. There's 2. They're tiny little pieces. Perfect for all those little extra, you know, when you've got paper you love but you don't want to throw it out. There's 3, and our last one is coming. Let's see if we can find him. Here he is. Here's 4. Okay, I'm also going to add some of this. Like I said, I have a ton of this tape. So I'm just going to go ahead and add the sides here. You guys still around? And I'm going to add this to the back of my all these little pieces are going to make this page look like exciting. I always love that part about layouts, that, you know, with just a little bit of paper and stuff, you can, you know, do multiple layouts, which you guys have seen me do repeatedly. Now that I have a new baby to scrapbook, I'm so excited. I got lots of babies now to hang out with in Scrapbook. Alright. So we are going to take our piece of Gold Rush, and we are going to adhere it 4 inches from the bottom. 4 inches up from the bottom. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Kind of put that out there, make it straight, kind of. Okay. Our next piece that's going to go on is we have to decide which is going to go on the top, which is going to go on the bottom. I think I'm going to put this on the bottom just because it makes my eyes go wonky, which is weird. It's kind of cool. So so 3/4 on the top, 3/4 on the bottom. Three-quarter inch piece, 3/4 inch piece. And then we have our little 1/4 inch pieces. You know, before I put these 1/4 inch pieces in, you know what I'm going to grab? Which would be fabulous for this? I am going to grab my ribbon, and I bought the card kit, which is one of the things that we're going to do with this collection as well. I bought the Workshop on the Go card collection, and in that was bronze ribbon, bronze shimmer trim. So I'm going to use that next and just extend these out a little, so this one will look a little different. So I'm going to go ahead and use my bronze shimmer trim. That word is banned, Martha. Absolutely, completely, 100% banned. I'm going to put the piece below this one here, just because it'll break up that We haven't had any of that yet. We're getting cold enough, though. Ooh, yeah. Bronze sticky back shimmer trim. Sparkly. And then, what are you doing, honey?
Nothing. Just came down to do this. Mwah. Do you want some fish pieces?
I would.
Okay. There's 2 left.
Okay.
I can make you some
Are there fries? Are there potatoes?
tater tots.
That would be perfect. Alright. Oh my. Well, that's because you live, like, in mountain area. Well, you live in Colorado, so you're bound to get it first. Although, we did have, my cousin's daughter lives north of us about, I'm going to say half an hour. And they had a dusting this morning. But nothing in town. He's just happy to be Grandpa something. He's decided that his nickname, since I'm going to be Gigi, he's decided that his nickname is going to be the troll guy, the dad, grandpa troll guy from Frozen. That's his nickname. He's decided. He probably just wants me to like him. He probably likes me to stay around, considering I've been running like there's no tomorrow for days, because I went to Tacoma on Friday for a conference on Saturday. So here you guys can see the shimmer trim. So it's just a strip right along the center. Okay? The next thing that we're going to do is we have 2 pieces that are exactly the same. So we're going to take one of those. We're going to rotate our piece and decide which way. I'm going to put the green part more to the outside. Ugh. That's good. I hope that the whole, like, nor'easter thing, well, no, I guess it's not a nor'easter. It's a, whatever, like, bypasses you. Whatever that cold thing happening is, hope it passes you. Alright, so this piece we have that has all the feathers, I'm going to do the feather piece. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to go ahead and put this on across the bottom. I know this just looks really weird, however, it works really well. We're going to put it starting 2 inches from the bottom, straight across. Okay? 2 inches from the bottom, straight across. Alright. I have this cute little piece here, and I am going to take my sticky note collection here. I love the shimmer trim. I think it is so cool. And maybe I should have done this before. Is I'm just lining my sticky notes up across the top so that if I ink over the edge for it, that it will not get on my piece here, on my paper. All right, and then I think I'm going to go ahead and use this in Autumn Terracotta. Yeah, definitely. So I'm going to grab some Autumn Terracotta ink, which is Z2101. It's the same color as I printed out. Alright, so the other thing that you guys would want to know is when you start doing stamping on the base pages of 12 by 12 layouts, you want to get a piece of big fun foam. And the reason behind that is it's squishy, and we don't have to worry about the squishy. Okay? Just a large piece of fun foam. I'm going to go ahead and ink up our stamp. And I'm going to go ahead and just squeeze right in there. I'm kind of liking that. I think I'm just going to leave that for right now. Going to grab my trusty baby wipe and baby wipe my fun foam here so I don't smear this Autumn Terracotta all over everything. Okay. So now I'm going to look for my title, which is Autumn Harvest. And I could have even gone much bigger. Because our very first photo that we're going to use on this, which I need to grab, is this one here, and it is going to be placed. Where'd my ruler go? Here he is. It's gonna go in, let's see, actually let's do this one. So 1.25 inches up from the bottom, and 1.75 inches. Nope. Yeah. 1.75 inches from the side. So I'm going to take my yellow part out. Taking off my sticky notes here. I'm going to add some adhesive to the back of my photo because it's going in a page protector, so it's not a big deal. Decide which way I want it. I'm going to line it up with the grid on my piece here, and it's going up 1.25 inches from the bottom and 1.75 inches in from the side. Okay? And then we're going to leave . Okay. So the other thing we're going to do is we're going to add our second photo. Okay, I'm moving this over because we're going to go back this way. We know it's an inch. An inch and a quarter from the bottom, and we're coming in an inch and 3/4. One, 2, 3 from the other side. There we go. I'm almost wanting my autumn harvest to be a lot bigger. I might have to go print this in green. You know what, I'm going to do that. I would like it to be a little wider. So I think instead of 1 3/4, because I want it to go across the page. And it just isn't popping in this one. So I think I'm going to go ahead and print this 1 3/4. I think I'm going to go, I don't know, how big did I do Halloween? I think I'm going to do 3 inches for autumn, and then we might be able to use the harvest at that point. But I'm going to go ahead and cut 3 inches, the word autumn, out of the green right now. This is olive. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So it only lets you go up to 2 inches of real dial size with autumn. So let's see what that looks like. That gives us, yeah, just a little over 3. You know what, let's go ahead and do that. It'll work fine. Because it'll contrast, so it'll come up here, and then harvest can go underneath it. Oh, that's going to look much better. I really should find my, oh, here we go. All right. Autumn Harvest. I think what I'm going to do with these really quick is I'm going to get my Sharpie here. And let's see. I just need a piece of paper. And I'm just going to kind of outline the sides. You know what, I might need to go up and look and see if Harrison didn't touch my thermostat, because I am like roasting to death. And I'm wondering if he turned it way up, because my heat keeps blowing well right at the moment. And my house is pretty warm. So there's autumn, all like I added, here we go, just added the black outline. That looks better, and then we'll have to come up with something over here. But first I have to go figure out what's up with the heat, because I'm like roasting to death. Like there's no tomorrow. Well, we always have cute letter stamps. The font is nice, and it comes in this piece. It was probably one of my favorite letter stamps. The Glamour lowercase. So, Alright, so I've got Artem. We're going to go ahead and all right. Let's take our pumpkin here. We'll do some tone-on-tone stamping. And then maybe we'll, let's see, where are our pumpkins? Here they are. And then what we'll do is just build a little pile of leaves over here, I think. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a pile of leaves that I all fussy cutted after last week's class. Sat, kind of fussy cut. And we'll make a big, huge pile of leaves over there, like they were jumping in them. All right. All right. So I got autumn terracotta here. Ooh, forgot to ink that stamp that off on that. We will. Hopefully this will work well. All right. Oh, here we go. Here's that piece of yellow paper. We're going to line up the bumps at the bottom. And it's got a real cool design. You guys can't see. I would cut another set of words in gray or brown and set them behind those words for a shadow effect. What a good idea! I was trying just to use what I had, but I think you're right. That'd definitely pop them off, wouldn't it? Alright, let me go dig in here. maybe an offset. Okay, give me just a second. Let me pull out. I have a piece of chocolate left in our thing. So we'll cut chocolate at 2 inches for both autumn and then 1.5 for harvest. So I'm taking my chocolate out of here. Some nice brown. 2 inches for autumn and 1.5 inches for harvest. Okay, let's go do that really quick. All right. All right. Okay. All right. That's okay. We like your 2 cents, Martha. At least I like your 2 cents. So. All right, here's my word autumn. And our harvest. Okay. Let's see what we got here. I don't know. And I must have done something wrong because this harvest is way too big. I don't know. I don't know. You guys tell me, what do you think? Then we also have to take into consideration that the front is going to have make the autumn 3 inches in the orange. Yeah. I have to look and see if I have any more autumn terracotta. Hold on. Let's see. Well, you know what? Hold on. Let's do a couple of things here. Let's just leave the title for a minute. We'll come back to it. Let's do the other page since we're struggling with that, because I want to get this in a page protector because we have all those things in the front. So if we decide to put one of the pages up, this is art booking. Because we have all of these guys that need to go on top. So yeah, so we've got some things. So let's just put this away for a minute. We'll come back because then we'll have to sort those into 3 different things. So now we have the second page, which we do exactly like the first. Try again. So Sophie. Alright, so this again is coming at 4 inches from the bottom. We're going to go ahead and put that here. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. And then we did this one on the top. This one on, oh. Thank you, I got it. I fixed it so you could do that. Alright. And then we have our shimmer trim. The nice thing about this is it's 5 yards. So we used 1.5 yards on this layout. And so that still means we have a ton of shimmer trim. So you sparkly there. We got sparkly up here. Just gonna nip these little corners off. Okay, so then we have our little itty bitty pieces. One on the bottom, one on the top. Okay, now we have our bottom piece. So now this rotates, and we're going to make sure the green is on the outside because the brown is on the inside on our other one. And we are going to do exactly the same thing we did with this one. We want them to meet. So this one's going to come up 2 inches from the bottom and go clear across. You might want to pay attention if you got a directional thing that your leaves are all pointing in the same direction. So all of my tails are heading this way on my feathers. So I want the ends of my feathers, the spiny thing. So I want that to go in that same direction so that it's, again, there we go. So these meet up. And then what we need is two inches from the top is where our green one is going to go across. Okay, so those are the two pieces. Now, in order to put our photos in, so our first one's going in at 3/4 by 3/4, so 3/4 in, 3/4 up. So we're going to go ahead and line that up. Three-quarters in, 3/4 up. Yeah. And then the same on this side. 3/4 in, 3/4 up. Nah, I decided not to. I think I'm going to try for the leaf thing. Okay. I think I like autumn there, right there, just in brown. I'm gonna like those there. Still leaves us the top of the other one. We'll have to figure that other one out. All right. Nope. Yeah, apparently it just does not want to pop right. Maybe we'll do autumn on the other side. We'll do a bigger autumn one. So I'm going to grab, let's see, what are some of the colors in this one? I kind of want chocolate. I'm going to use chocolate. I'm thinking. That's 2.5. Let's do 1 3/4. Let's see. Let's do 6.5. Yeah, I think it does a lot. Okay. So, all right. Let's just add some texture to that. Let's do that with the bottom one too. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and stick this little piece in here. Well, I want to do these. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to slip this in the page protector. And moving my punchies up and everything, I'm going to put my second page right alongside everything. Kind of like the leaves, so I need to add some leaves to the side. I didn't. I stood back and went, that's it. They were visually appealing on my eyeballs. So that's what I did. Alright, so this needs some leaves in chocolate. All right. All right. All right. Now we're on a roll. We got something there. All right. Oh, here we go. All right. Let's see what I got. I don't think I have any blue. Kind of like that. And then I decided to do that side instead. Alright, so here's this one. We're going to go side by side here. Now we have to sort photos on things. Make sure you're in your page protectors right. So if this is going to be page 1, then you need to make sure that your page protector spine piece is on this side. Don't ask me how I know. Okay, so now we have our pieces here. I have to decide what's going on top. Alright, so in doing this, let's see if I can bring you guys closer. So I'm just adding the, these are the page protectors. So, and they come down. You're just going to peel off the bottom. So I've sorted those into a variety of pieces. I'm lining up the photo right on top. And then I'm doing that again. I'm folding really good at the crease line in the page protectors so that this lays down really well. Then I'm peeling off. And now that I've lined everything up, I'm just lining up my page protector again, my flip flap. So this is how, and then this flips up. Okay. So now we're going to go ahead and put this one in. So again, I'm just making it so that those flaps lay down. That's like a mini book inside a scrapbook page. And I'm just lining up my 4x6 piece. This piece inside is 4x6. And so as long as you line it right up, you'll see it just fits right over the top. And they stick to everything. Okay. And this is what you do after you've made a cute little thing to sit on your desk at work and then are like, what am I going to do with these after the season? And that, or after, you know, they grow up, or next year when you're going to replace it. So I've got a spot to write still. Need to do that. So this is page 1. And we're going to do exactly the same thing with these ones. Folding it over and creasing really well so it lays down. And then this one on top. Okay. Alright guys, do you guys have any questions? Because really we're about done. So let's back out just a little more so you guys can see the pages all together. So we have Autumn Harvest, and then we have Thankful up here that we stamped, and then we just are able to flip and put all of our pages or all of our pictures away. Oh, how did I end up doing this? Because I knew it was going to happen too. I'm going to have to switch that one out. Let's... Yeah, you just move them around. Yeah. And everything is protected. All the pages are in a page protector. I love how it turned out. I'll have to get some things that are photographed. And that I may do some journaling up in here. I was thinking. I love how the leaves kind of really tied everything together. So that worked out really well. May go back and add a couple up in here. So yeah. I kind of like how it turned out. Now I have, these are the autumn ones with my photos. Oh my goodness, we have like photos on pages. Martha, I thought you had fainted instead of let the dog out. It wouldn't have surprised me if you fainted. So that's what I have this evening. And next week, I am going to be working on the card kit. And we may make a few little things, some fun things for the Thanksgiving Day table. And that, plus a couple of cards, maybe some note cards for centerpiece kind of stuff, some different pieces. We're still going to use this paper collection, you guys. So you're definitely welcome to pick it up. I'm going to get copies of these layouts up on my website. I'm tickled pink to have like photos. I cannot wait to do some baby stuff. So you guys watch, because you might see some of that. I've got a couple of things that I'm doing in the upcoming weeks. So I want to show you what we have left over. This is our paper collection we started out with. We have one very usable piece of chocolate. We have the 3 pieces of designer paper. We have a piece of cashmere. We have some nice big chunks still of paper and some little pieces. We could make a whole nother mini album now, guys. All this stuff we got left. And then we have at least, 3, almost 4 yards left of our shimmer trim from our card kit. And we got all these little pieces that we can use on our cards, which is going to be fun. I'm looking forward to next week. I'm going to work on a few little card ideas, and we'll, if I'm lucky, we might get 2 sets of cards out. And I'm going to do a variety of sizes too, you guys. I tend to do the same standardized size, but I really like when a card is a little bigger. I've kind of seen quite a bit of that lately, and I'm really, really wanting something a little bigger. So, so this is all, we'll keep working on it. Yeah. Oh, you know what? I have yep. We'll make some cards. We'll do a few different things. I got bling gems. I still have pathfinding assortment. So this is what we can do we now have a mini album that's gone to a 2-page layout. Alright guys, if you guys don't have any other questions, I'm going to finish up for tonight. I have some cool french fries that my hubby made me that I am dying to dig into. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And that, if you guys care to, you're welcome to. They are called flip flaps. The item number for the flip flaps are, these are 4x6 flip flaps, and they come in a variety of sizes. The item number is Z4114, and they retail for $4.95, and you get 15 of the 4x6 ones. Or you also can get 8x8 ones, which are, or 6x6. These are 6x6. And then there's a variety of others. They're little assortment, some 2x3s, 3x4s, some other things that are really, really, really useful. So. Any other questions, guys? Thank you, Sophie. Alright. Well, if you guys don't have any questions, I'm going to go. We didn't use those pumpkins I stamped. But we will, I promise. On something. Not sure what yet. Alright, you can get all of my, all of the items that I used to create these layouts over on my website, Gerriann, Gerriann, Armstrong.ctmh.com. And totally welcome to purchase your products there and follow along and create with us. Thanks a lot for joining us. Good night, everyone.